Hello, my name is Joanna Warner, and today I am at the house of Ernest Jackson. He was a resident of Farmville, Virginia, and he currently resides in Joppatown, Maryland, with his wife and his child. So, Mr. Ernest Jackson, how are you today?
I'm fine.
That's good. All right, you look great too.
Yeah.
So today I wanted to talk about the conditions of the schools in Farmville, Virginia. How would you describe the conditions?
The conditions of the school, educationally speaking, were in terrible condition. That is, the books that we were given were used books from another school, with some of the pages torn out and the backs missing on them, and several of them had the information had been marked through. And then secondly, specific subjects were not taught in the schools in the rural Virginia.
Now you mentioned science and yeah.
Specific subjects were not taught in certain schools in Virginia. For instance, geography, science, chemistry, and things of that nature were not always taught. Firstly, because we didn't have the books, and secondly, we just didn't have the teachers to do the teaching. So it seems that the educational system was just promoted there to say kids in the poor area went to school. They didn't get the best of teaching.
So in other words, you're basically saying that in comparison to the white students, the black students were considered second-class citizens, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then from the discussion of the books, then there was very little students could do in terms of recreation. And what I mean by recreation is sports were not taught either, with the exception of intramural. We played among ourselves. We didn't get a chance to compete with other schools. We just had to be satisfied to play among ourselves. And that had a negative
effect
simply because outside Cumberland County didn't know how good some of our students were in particular areas because they didn't receive the exposure that the white school got. And but as dismal as it may seem, all were not lost. Those students who couldn't pass the state test for college exceeded in other areas. For instance, like in farming, like in building and construction. Only the students who were able to get above the condition that they were in so far as learning is concerned went to college.
And you were one of those, right?
Yeah, I was one of them, yes.
Tell us where you went to school.
I went to school in Tuskegee, Alabama. At the time, Alabama. It was called Tuskegee Institute.
Oh, okay.
And I went there, and I majored in political science, and I didn't complete my degree there because in 1965 they took me out of school to send me to Vietnam. And then when I went back, it was too late. And so I lost all those credits. I was taken out of school in my senior year.
Wow.
And When I went back to Tuskegee, I came to Maryland. I was retested. And found out, as I had known all along, that I couldn't see well.
Yeah.
So I got rejected here after I was rechecked. And as a result, I went back to Tuskegee to continue my studies. And they say I had been away too long, so I lost 12 years of...
12 years?
No, not 12 years. It wasn't 12 years.
A year?
6 years.
6 years.
Because I went down on a work-study program. 6 years.
Wow.
And so... But I did get my degree here in Maryland at Coppin State.
Wow.
So I just wanted to say that because things don't always go the way that one would have them to go, perseverance can attain success.
Right.
And I'm a living witness to that. Despite the hardships that I had, I was relatively successful.
So what would you want to say to students who are struggling in school right now and they want to give up?
Yeah. What I want to say is all is not lost. Genuine perseverance is the reward. Yeah. Genuine perseverance. Be serious. Struggle. Bear the little pitfalls that you fall in, but just remember there's a brighter light shining above. And all they have to do is keep looking at that light that's guiding them. They can succeed.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for this interview. We all appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.